Welcome to the XS Electronic Circuits channel. In this video, the performance of the 4-wire fan is examined using PWM control. Also, the function of the TACHO pin in the fan is explained in detail. In this design, we first control the speed of a 4-wire CPU fan by using IC 555 and generating PWM pulses, and then by using IC 4017 and connecting the TACHO output of the fan to the clock pin of the IC. The performance of these two pins in the fan is displayed. If you liked this video, please like the video, subscribe to our channel and ring the bell. The circuit schematic is shown here. What is a PWM signal? PWM or pulse width modulation is a technique used to control analog devices, using a digital signal. This technique can be used to output an analog-like signal from a digital device, like a microcontroller. We can control fans, motors, actuators, lights, and more using the generated PWM signal. To accurately describe the PWM signal, the concept of duty cycle must first be explained. In signals, we define logic high as on time. To represent the duration of on time, we use the concept of duty cycle. In simple terms, the duty cycle describes the percentage of time a digital signal is on over an interval or period. It is represented in percentage. Let's take a signal with a maximum voltage of 10V. If the signal is on for 0.75 seconds and off for the other 0.25 seconds, it will be a 75% duty cycle and the output will be 7.5V. If our signal takes 1 second to complete a cycle and the signal is on for 0.5 seconds and off for the other 0.5 seconds, this is called a 50% duty cycle and we will get 5V as the average voltage output. So let's go and make a PWM circuit with 555 IC. The 555 IC is capable of generating PWM pulses with the following circuit. The method of generating pulses in this circuit is as shown in this video. Now let's see how PWM pulses are generated with this circuit. In this configuration the on time will depend on the resistor R1, the left side of the potentiometer and the capacitor C1, while the off time will depend on the capacitor C1 and the right side of the potentiometer. We can also notice that in this configuration the period of one cycle, thus the frequency, will always be the same, because the total resistance, while charging and discharging, will remain the same. 4-wire fan lets regulate its speed by an external signal, usually coming from the motherboard. Technically, a 4-wire fan is called as 4-wire pulse width modulation or PWM controlled fan. The extra PWM line is to use PWM mechanism to adjust the fan speed, and the fan voltage is constant, which avoids a series of disadvantages of controlling voltage to change speed. In this phase, first, using IC 555 in this circuit, PWM pulses are generated in pin 3. These pulses are connected to the fan's PWM base, which has a blue wire, to control the fan's speed. As explained, in this case the frequency of production pulses is fixed and only the duty cycle of the pulses will change, so the average voltage applied to the fan will change and the fan speed will change. So far, we have seen the operation of the fan's PWM signal. Now let's examine the operation of its TACHO signal. In this table, the connector pin and wire color code of a typical 4-wire fan is given. The TACHO signal is a green wire. Sense or TACHO delivers 2 pulses per revolution of fan. TACHO is an open collector output that requires one external pull-up resistor. This time, we check the TACHO base of the fan and test its performance using IC 4017 in this circuit. In this circuit, the TACHO base is connected to the pulse input of the 4017 IC and applies 2 clocks to the IC with each rotation of the fan. The outputs of this IC are connected to the LED, so by applying the pulse, the LEDs will light up in sequence. As the fan speed decreases, the number of pulses sent from the TACHO base of the fan decreases and the LEDs light up at a slower speed. As the fan speed increases, the number of pulses sent from the fan's TACHO base increases and the LEDs light up faster.